Hello there, and welcome to Reach for Power, where we take a closer look at the power itself and the strategies to build it. I am your host, Monika Kruk, and in this episode, we will focus on toxic work environment. Such description refers to a workplace where negative behaviors, attitudes, and practices prevail, creating an atmosphere that is harmful to employees' well-being and productivity. In such environments, manipulation, bullying, harassment, micromanagement, and lack of empathy are widespread and may be tolerated or even condoned by management. Employees often experience a high level of stress, anxiety, and emotional exhaustion, leading to decreased job satisfaction and performance. Let's take a closer look at the specific warning signs that could indicate a toxic work environment. Recognizing those signs early on can empower you to make informed decisions about your career and well-being. 1. Blurred boundaries. Toxic cultures often encourage an unhealthy prioritization of work over everything else. This can lead to burnout as employees are expected to sacrifice their personal lives for the job. During the hiring process, watch out for excessive demands or unreasonable expectations, as these can be red flags. 2. Lack of trust. Trust is the foundation of healthy workplace, but in toxic environments, it's palpably absent. Colleagues might be micromanaged and managers might be overly prescriptive, leading to underperforming teams. 3. Zero tolerance for mistakes. In aggressive, blame-heavy cultures, making an error can lead to severe consequences. This fear of blame can cause employees to withhold information from teammates and create a cutthroat rat race atmosphere. 4. Contemptuous behavior. Toxic workplaces might exhibit contemptuous behaviors such as eye-rolling, ignoring suggestions, and personal attacks. Such actions undermine individuals and hinder team cohesion. 5. Unhealthy interpersonal relationships. The emotional health of a workplace can be deduced by observing interactions among employees. Positive workplaces foster camaraderie, while toxic ones might display negative body language and stonewalling, causing stress and isolation. 6. Lack of employee support. Toxic environments often lack mentorship and support for growth. This can be particularly detrimental to entry-level employees and marginalized communities, leading to demotivation and stagnation. 7. Feeling gaslighted. Gaslighting, making employees doubt their feelings and perceptions, is a dangerous trait in toxic workplaces. It can be especially damaging for inclusion and equity efforts, causing minorities to question their experiences. 8. Physical symptoms of stress. The mental stress of a toxic environment can manifest physically, affecting overall well-being. Digestive issues, sleep problems, fatigue, and anxiety are common symptoms to watch out for. 9. High turnover and disengagement. Toxic environments often lead to disengaged employees, mentally checked out from their work. High turnover rates are a clear indicator of toxicity and can signal serious issues within the organization. Now that you have a clear understanding of what a toxic environment may entail, it's essential to consider how to address it effectively. You will find below some valuable tips on navigating your path within or away from a toxic company. Step 1. Assess your options. In most cases, you have two primary options: staying and finding ways to cope with the toxicity, or leaving the company altogether. Although it might seem like a straightforward decision, circumstances could make it necessary for you to stay, at least temporarily. Financial or immigration constraints, limited alternatives in your industry, or unique benefits provided by your company, such as remote work or childcare, might complicate your choice. Step number 2, empower yourself. While no one chooses to work in toxic environment, you might try reclaiming your power in such situations. Engage in introspection and ask yourself pertinent questions. How do you respond to toxic behaviors? What role can you play in changing the situation? What factors are preventing you from leaving? Step 3. Consider seeking therapy to understand the impact of the toxic workplace on your well-being and learn how to protect yourself in such environments. Through self-reflection, you can identify patterns from past experiences and develop a better work-life balance for your future. Step 4. Address conflict points. If you decide to stay, try to identify the source of toxicity, which could be a specific manager or a team. Have a clearing conversation with them, providing constructive feedback about the toxic behaviors you've observed. Use I feel statements to describe the impact on you. While this might not solve the company's overall cultural issues, it can offer you some relief while you plan your next steps. In these conversations, reach influential individuals. Positive changes might eventually occur even within the organization. Step 5. Seek support. It's crucial to have someone you trust without any personal agenda to support and guide you. Avoid relying on someone whose interests are directly tied to your employment situation. Instead, confide in a friend, family member, former colleague, or a coach who can provide unbiased assistance. Step 6. Practice self-compassion. Toxic work environments often lead to self-blame and unrealistic expectations. Be kind to yourself. Imagine advising someone you love facing a similar situation. Practicing self-compassion can give you the clarity to make necessary decisions. Step 7. Have your plan B. So, in other words, plan your exit. After introspection, you might realize that leaving the toxic environment is the best option. If you feel overwhelmed and lack the emotional energy to search for new opportunities immediately, consider seeking therapy or utilizing any accumulated time off. Allow yourself the time and space to plan your exit strategically. Gradually say no to additional work demands and define what a fulfilling career move looks like for you. By following these expert tips, you can effectively navigate a toxic environment and take proactive steps towards a healthier and more rewarding career path. Remember, your well-being and happiness should always be a priority in your professional journey. If you liked today's episode, please subscribe to have a regular access to the newly published content. You are also welcome to check Reach for Power webpage at reachforpower.com for more materials and share your thoughts and comments through LinkedIn. Thank you for joining me today and keep on reaching for power.